Welcome to Calmsden farm. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I have not looked at this farm or this map at all myself. I have seen a couple of videos on it. Okay, definitely don't want to be a lady. That will do. That will do. Doesn't matter, we can always change this. So, like I said in one of my previous videos, oh, looks like we can collect this as well. So what do they do? There are 9 more water trailers to be found. Oh, it gives you $1,000. That's fantastic. That's a good joke. So you find all of them, you get $10,000. That's good. I suppose at least you don't, they don't give you a lot of money. Now, I'm not going to do a first look on this. By now, everybody has seen this a gazillion times, so I don't need to... So yeah, I'm not going to bother with... Let's go and kind of have a look at... Let's see how he's going to go pick up the ball. At least not really. So I am assuming that the starting fleet is exactly what I saw with Dagoin. John Deere, so 280, so, well, it's exactly the same tractor. Alright, we might change some of the tractors. Yeah, we got a decent truck. We've got a decent trailer over here. Feels good not to see the bales in here anymore. Well, you can do manure spares, standard. So what do you got? Manure or standard? Alright, so you got different tires. You know what? This definitely is a contender. So is this. As I recall, the fields are a decent size field. So what do we own? Okay, so we own this type, these fields up here, which is exactly what I have seen in Dagoin's Let's Play. So we got the Fendt. We've got the 2 John Deeres. And we've got the telehandler. Now I'm hopeless with these, so I don't know how much of this I'll be using, but for now you can stay. And we've got... Okay, and we're back to the John Deere. So what we can do, because I do want a truck, and this being an English map, obviously this truck is a bargain. What do you think of yellow? Does yellow look alright? You might think, why yellow? Because I've never painted one yellow, so there's not really a lot of sort of, wow, this is something really deep. Oh, well, that doesn't really make sense, but that's alright. So that's going to cost us $57,000, and we'll definitely buy it. Even though we as yet don't have anything for it. Now, I am going to sell some of my stuff. Since we have a John Deere planter that's just popped up, I think it'd be a waste not to. Now, I don't know if is this how you go to the shop? Where is the shop from where I am? Alright, so I changed my mind. I sold the seeder that we had, and I was gonna buy the John Deere, but then thinking about it, it's not really suited for this map. So, I'm gonna buy one of these 2, but I've got, I think, modded by Stevie. Either this one, which is 6 meters wide, and this one, which is 6 meters wide. Okay, so that's still, we sold that seeder. It cost, because I brought it here, it gave me $140,000 for it. So we'll buy these. Probably should have just kept it. It looks like I downsized, but I didn't really, because these ones do go a little bit faster than the standard in-game one. So even though I'm losing 2 meters, do we have any weights? I keep buying weights. Yes, we do. So I'm gonna sell it because I don't know what color it is, and I'm gonna buy a John Deere one. Do I want? No, I want a bit bigger one than that. So maybe something like this. Okay, and that was a bit of a goofy move, but anyway, such is it. It is how it is, I suppose. So at least that way we still have a bit of money. We recouped a little bit of our money. Like the one that's there, don't get me wrong, it's a good buy. But you know what other thing I should look? What trailers do I have? $28,000 I can sell that trailer for. And its capacity is 12 cubic meters. And here, wow, it's a no-brainer, is it? Yeah, I will definitely buy this one. And the fact that we can configure it to do manure as well, it's really not a brainer. Okay, so not that I need a manure trailer. Okay, so let's take this back home, and then I'll come back and pick up this trailer and obviously bring the other trailer back here. Alright, so I'll do this, and now you're pretty much getting an idea of what I'm doing, and I'll see you when we sort of on ready to farm it per se. Wow, it has to be more internal view. Okay, I'll see you in a few. Alright, so with the help of used machinery or used vehicles or tools, we've managed to get a trailer that is more than double the capacity, got ourselves a truck, and it looks like we've only spent just under $12,000, which obviously is not true. We spent a lot more, but the fact that we got this trailer far cheaper than what we could have sold a trailer with far lower capacity, obviously it's a huge improvement. Now obviously, since we have 2 John Deere tractors which are exactly the same, at the first opportunity we're going to get to sell one of them, we will obviously do so. Now I finally found out how you get in and out of right here it looks like there should be an entry, and you know what, technically you could just go this way, and I'm amazed. I wonder if I could per se put in a way to get in there that way. Now obviously, since looks like a lot of our fields are ready to harvest, we are going to get ready to harvest. Alright, so this tractor is sitting at our other farm over here, which is fine. I don't know what I'm going to do with the telehandler. Like, I really am very, very bad with it. So, I don't know. It's going to be something that we're going to sort of... I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be something that we're going to keep for now, but I wouldn't like to torture you guys to watch me. Hang on, am I in even the right region? Yes, I am. I just placed myself in the wrong place. That's okay. We'll reverse over. I said I am hopeless with those. That's why I've always used and enjoy using super strength, because it kind of, where I don't use autoload trailer or something, it kind of gives me a bit of a how would I say, it gives me somewhat of a neat stack. Now if my voice is a little bit croaky or a little bit off, that's because well, today I just realized that I just found out I had to do a COVID test, and I realized that I was COVID positive, so my voice is a little bit off because of that, obviously. Now I'm fine, so not an issue at all. Do we want to bale this year? Why not? We do have a baler after all, so we might as well. We can sell the bales and make a bit of money that way. Yeah, so now I have to sit in the house for the next 7 days, and yeah, then I'm allowed to go back outside. So excuse the voice, and maybe the voice is not as fluent as normally it is, so I hope you understand. Now this is a wonderful map, as all the maps done by Oxygen David, I believe, did this map. All his maps are fantastic, and you know, this one's no exception. Every map that he's ever done, from FS15 since I've known him, well, since I've played his maps, I don't know the guy, his maps were fantastic, so you could never ever complain on the quality of his maps. So we get ourselves a bit of chicken feed over here. I don't know if we have any animals. I haven't really sort of looked at the map. I've seen Daggerwin do a video or two on it. I can't remember. I think 2. And that's about the size of my knowledge as far as this map is concerned. Now this is going to be the map that will take over from No Man's Land, but not, like I said in a previous video, it's not going to be when No Man's Land just disappears. No Man's Land is always going to be the map where either I play offline, and then every now and then I will offline. I won't record the episodes, that is. And then every now and then I'll bring you back in and show you where we're at. Or it's going to be that map where I play it and just play it a lot less and record the episodes as we do. No Man's Land's been one of those maps that I played even in FS19 throughout. So from when it was released until I have it on my save game of 19 even now. It's just one of those maps where I play for a little while and then I stop because something else comes out, and so on. So probably it's going to be like that in FS22. Okay, one thing about these maps, they're kind of a bit deceiving. They deceive you on the size of the fields. You kind of think that it's, you know, not, you know, not like the American maps with massive fields. You think, oh, you know, just tiny little fields. But the reality is not that. They're actually big fields, but you don't have that massive. What's the worker gonna do there? You don't have that massive roads and open areas that you can, you know, bring your big buds and your massive John Deeres and your cases and so on. So looks like the worker finally decided which way to go, and now he's deciding that he's not going to go anyway. Well, that's interesting. I've installed that AI extension or whatever it's called, and it doesn't seem to be doing the best job. Either that or I haven't learned how to use it yet. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, so this is one thing about this map. It's kind of deceiving, because when you're driving on the roads and all that sort of stuff, a lot of the roads are fairly narrow, so you wouldn't be buying the massive combines and the massive tractors. I mean, this trailer and tractor that I have barely makes it on a lot of the roads, and if you're just a little bit not careful, you smash into everything. So it is the kind of a map that makes you work, because you can't really bring your massive equipment onto it. Okay, so we, as you saw there, we went to buy a lime spreader, and hopefully we're going to be able to do that as well. Now, this is not going to be a very long episode, purely on the basis that obviously my throat and all that's not really working as best as they could. So it's just a new map. I kind of got sick and tired of sitting in. I know you're probably thinking you got COVID and you're playing a game, but you got nothing else to do. We're not allowed to move out of our house here in Australia, so what else can I do for 7 days? You know, I don't really have any real symptoms as such, but I still have to stay inside, and you know, you can only do so much before you started to get a bit bored. So this is why I thought, oh well, we'll have a small I was sort of curious about this map, because I downloaded this map when it was released, and then I kind of had a bit of a headache and kind of felt a little bit, oh, this is not quite right. And a day went by, 2 days went by, and I thought, oh, you know what, I better go and just get tested. So I got tested, and here we are. But I haven't really looked at this map, other than like I saw Dagwinder 2, I think his first 2 episodes on it, and then I was sort of curious to see what it's like, and I thought, oh well, I'm feeling quite a lot better, so let's just go have a look at it now. Now I haven't really gone over the map as such, so I haven't really traveled anywhere other than from my yard to the shop and back and forth, and as you saw at the beginning, it was a bit all over the place. I was just kind of trying to decide that you know, the equipment that I'm gonna keep and that I'm gonna get rid of. Now here you see I got rid of that AI, I think it's called AI extension, purely because it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do. So this is just a normal in-game worker, and no doubt that he's gonna do a much better job. Yeah, so just gonna be a short episode today. I'm obviously going to finish harvesting this either in the next video, or just finish it completely and then just bring the next episode into while we're doing the baling. And we do have, I believe, 1 or 2 more fields to harvest, which we're going to do that. I like the fact that Oxygen David gave us this this big combine, so he didn't give us one of those tiny little combines. Which I like the idea, because let's face it, if you owned farms this size, you wouldn't really be getting the tiniest combine on the market. So one thing that he does, and he seems to do on all his maps, is gives you decent equipment, and that way you don't have to be tempted to, you know, go in and cheat money in and buy better equipment or whatever. You know, it gives you the equipment that you more than need. And let's face it, now in FS22 with used vehicles, all of a sudden it's a lot easier to get the equipment that you want.